Hello and welcome to another Ace Attorney stream. We're still on episode 2. I'm planning to finish this episode and start on the third episode today. So let's get going. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Well, hello! I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place like this. It's really quite moving. Not. You stinking lawyer, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. Wow, she's intense now. No, not really. There's something I want to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask me then, Yeah. For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Okay. Your attitude. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that doesn't bottom feeding scum sucking lawyer. But bottom? I can't tell, does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Okay. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. The wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Let's see. Anything I have? Nothing really new, so... Yeah. Let's head to the Gatewater Hotel. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a tap wire. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. I will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, are you an honored guest? Please let me know if there is anything I can bring you. Okay. Let's ask about Miss May. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir? Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I say. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Oh, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk? We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of the man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Oh, wait, what? Says I'm offline. Okay, just needed to refresh stream. There we go. We're good. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? The hotel. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, and on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater Hotel. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Um, sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Let's see. Examine more. There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wire trap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious, I don't believe it. Okay. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except many tulips and sunflowers. Well, those look like roses to me. A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. Should be still life. Bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Oh, I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. Okay, well, at least he's left everything just as normal. Makes snooping around easier. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fayenco law offices, of course. Yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of view to kill. Just kidding, sir. Oh, ho ho ho. By that look in the eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. Okay. I wonder what it happens if I present this to him. I'm sorry. I could think about during the trial was the hotel. I didn't pay much attention to the evidence. Okay, well, I guess we'll move along then. Let's go to our law office first. September 7th, Fanco Law Offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off. Detective Gunshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Okay. Sky's blue and so am I. There's that hotel across the way. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Well, now it's just sad reminiscing about Mia. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. He couldn't cram more legal books in here even if he wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filled here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Well, I hope you're not. Oh, I guess that's it. Okay. Huh, looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me. Wait, what? Why is the painting missing? Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on the wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... I honestly forget. Eh? It wasn't okay. The expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell somebody's here's got money to burn. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Oh, there's a picture. What's this, old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written on pencil on the backs. D11-6 incident, Exhibit A. D11-6 incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Okay, what's Exhibit A? I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm not sure who will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph quietly added to the court record. Photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. You know, let's swap. If we can only take one at a time. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves. They don't look like they've ever been read. Okay. I think that's the picture of the guy, so let's go back to the Gatewater Hotel and show it to this guy. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about to write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit. This guy's way too excited about him. You know what? Why not? Well, sure, why not? Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit added to the court record. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Okay. Let's see. Let's move. Let's go back to the detention center. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. That man. About the man who stayed with you in the hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? I'm not telling. Look, he's been accused of murder. I don't think you want to be protecting him. Would you have sold out the late Miss Fay to the cops? No. See? Damn. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Well, I think we have the picture. Have a look at this. Look, I've said it several times. I'm not telling you. Where did you... Aha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in the hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Did you have proof that was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. I'm so close. And we have this. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. You know what? Push her hard. This is it, all or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Phoenix, calm down. Now tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Wright, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Wright. Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. Like who? It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. White at last. Finally a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Oh. Okay, I guess that was the only use for that then. Blue Corp. Oh my god, this place is... Wait, that's the guy. I knew it was a person, and I wasn't sunflower, but I was just like, I don't know what it looks like. September 7, Blue Corp Inc. CEO's office. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome, please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name, what's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Right, Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Phoenix, Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giant-esque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? Mr. White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Night of the murder. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho. The police, the courts, to me they are merely toys, playthings for my amusement. Blue Corp. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business into a grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I read White Corp. Wait, I read White, a Blue Corp, as founder and CEO named it so. There's too many colors in that title. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantablues is it not? Okay. Crazy big words that I don't even think are words. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. You just said right to the name Mr. Wrong. You just confirmed it. You should have just been like, no, my name is Mr. Right, not Mr. Wrong. Anyway, it appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that? Sorry, excuse me. An attorney, gritty burger. What? Ugh. Did he just beat me up? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then I must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely off personal profit. Go on, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Can I not look around? This painting was, till yesterday, hanging in Grossberg's office. Why does Mr. White have it now? It's not hard to imagine a few possibilities. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. What the heck is this desk? I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk. My, this is quite the thing. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judges special runner-up. Best participation. Judges Cooperation Award. Special Good Try Prize. The word guards, judges, and special kind of stand out. Probably strong-armed them into giving him something. Statue of the man holding up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Okay. Nothing else to say. Okay, well, let's go back to Grossberg. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Ahem. Jumping how's the sense? Oh, you. What's wrong? You looked so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. Okay. Day's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, the poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I know a right. I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh? Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office of Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose they should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. Oh, giving you information. You're his client, aren't you? He's giving you information? What's that now? You've been protecting him all along. You protect him because you need his services. You gave him that painting in exchange for some valuable information, didn't you? Utterly ridiculous. Me, his client? I would never willingly deal with that man. Never. Huh? Did I get it wrong? Okay. Painting. I'm gonna say blackmail. There we go. My second guess. I think that painting is fairly god-proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying him for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. Why, you see nothing more than the weight of many years. DL6. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium. Her name was Misty Fay. Fay. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder on the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. Reason for blackmail. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using the medium. They couldn't let people know. But one other person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked to police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, Mr. White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something on what she found. Alright. To Mia's office. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're all alphabetically ordered. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Wait. I already forgot. J to S? There's writing on most of these in pencil. Wait, this is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he would be involved in these suicides. White drove them all too. I can't use these newspaper... Oh, I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Newspaper clipping added to court record. Article about a politician's suicide. The word White is written in pencil on top. Okay. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Guess you can go back here. Present. I found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in the court. Not a bad idea. But where do I go now? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. About to put this guy on the spot and quick. What's the matter? You seem distressed. There's no point in asking somebody. Wait, so I'm just supposed to show him the... Okay. Feel like I shouldn't show him, but this is the only clue that... Better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day word got leaked to the press. The very next day he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a filed with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled a single word, White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. Blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail. Not just him either, you were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Beep. Secretary's office, hello. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir, I'll send somebody right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on to you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at this time? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one more thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Mia Fey. As Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's stalker. As an understudy. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer to stupendously nep that make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually, Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right, sorry, pal. Butts, that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Just adjust. Okay. September 8th, 3:37 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be on it, of course Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Huh, now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you? This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please is there anything I can do? Well, cheer me on. Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I'd better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wait. What? I'm kidding, it was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks, it's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Mr. White has gone down. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case, with the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. It'll be him. It'll be him, I'll make sure of it. Okay, save. Yep. Day 3 trial. There we go. September 9th, 9:52, District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth, no matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have the judge in his pocket to? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get my defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Hmm? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix. Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. You're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 1. Let's get this show on the road. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court. Today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and despite at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off, and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes. That is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my names call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or used to be more common termed the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negotiatory... No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your testimony. If I can rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Oh ho ho. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quite persifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bellum coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant, I mean Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let's see, what can I do? Oh. Okay, there we go. Let's see. To the right. Don't have much. Reading and then I heard a bellum coming from outside. Here, I wanna... Can I press this? Bellum? I must have been when you attacked, I assume. I see, continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired attacking a woman. Needless to say, that man was none under you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. The victim, she ran away. Do this? This evidence clearly fails. Dang it. Okay, maybe I should press that instead. Can you be a little bit more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, come for him. I understand. Victim was attacked by you and... There we go. You sure? As you know, I'm always absolutely Perhaps he could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. There we go. We got him. Wait, right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran to the right. Oh ho ho. It is simple, you have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run to the left because he was the killer and it would have been the left on his side. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss Mays says right and Mr. Wright says left. Can you explain this contradiction of court? Wait. Oh, wait. I clicked the wrong one. Oh, obviously. Okay, never mind. Obviously, the witness is not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay and Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. Take that. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order. Everyone disturbing the order in this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear for this. I apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix the broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Okay. Think I have something here? Died by a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Don't know if that's enough. Victim dodged. I don't know. Let's press him on that. You were watching both times? I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to the scene. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now, as soon wipe off all his face. I don't know. What do you mean, first? First. That is what becomes... That is what becomes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. I didn't hit anyone. No, Mr. Wright. There's no point hiding things in this court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution requests that the defense remain from interrupting the testimony. Okay. What comes after first? I know that. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Different parts. As a puzzle, that's right, of course. Where did he pick up that noise first? Anyway, moving along. I don't know. I feel like it has to do something with this. From a blow by a blunt object may have lived. No, here. Gonna present this here, I think. Okay, I was right. I was just thinking too far into it. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now it's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this frame from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is absolutely confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. The empathetically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Two counts. Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Okay. What else do I have? Conversation, broken glass. Okay. And strut. Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Wait, that thing fall. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Glass... Remains of glass... A little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes? Oh. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. We got him. Objection! Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly, when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So? You saw the stand before the victim was attacked, then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problemo, problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this correct. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't see the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Yeah, it's like way too far back. Okay. Let's try this. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look at the window of the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not in the visible area. Very well, Mr. White. What do you have to say to that? Erp, Dick, you listening, Mr. White. If you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could see that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah! We got him, chat. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia? Heh, looks like we're about to get our verdict. Objection! That's far enough, Phoenix, right? What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He offered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Well, of course he's gonna go with that. Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw the cursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix was made his position quite clear. He was determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been in the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about the wiretapping. Ahem, leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is, when I saw this glass stand. Okay, but why did you place the wiretap? So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. But this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Gah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Oh, do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. The week before just... I don't know, it sounds odd to me. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? Ha, this has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. You have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. This is when I saw the light stand. Why did you notice something so... Here says light stand. The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Okay, this is the only thing I didn't press him on yet. Was it really you that went into the offices, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the fake offices. Those were obviously Mr. Wright's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the fake offices. Okay, let's see. Wait. Oh, wait. Huh? I'm afraid that it's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore, Mr. Wright. Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Gak! He's fainted again. Hey, Phoenix! Gak, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? What you expected your defeat in court. It appears that was strong enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's when I came here to tell you. But, we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Um, oh yeah, the one you wrote mine on. Phoenix. White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? Are you telling me you've never flipped it around this whole time? I know Phoenix isn't a detective, but come on. It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase. September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that light. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? Beginning of the week before the murder. Okay, we got it. He said he was the... Wait. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. I know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated in the court record. Perfect. September 9th, 1:16 p.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. No. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Thank goodness. Alright. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Waha, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? You didn't look at the other side either! Come on. Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of the receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase, why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No. It's impossible achievable. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. He's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his phoenix. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry. This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Okay, don't object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, why does he make the final decision? He's not the judge. If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day of ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all? Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Gah! The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Memo received from a list of people's names. Your Honor, if I may? You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names, many of them surrounded, strangely familiar. Names in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist, halt. But please, stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list, Mr. White? Admit your guilt, right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well. This court finds the defense, rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Woohoo! That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations, you're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risk a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live. My time's here running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. Wait, no. There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! Heh, I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia. September 9, 9:02 p.m. Faye and Co. Law Offices. You were 2 minutes late! Being here is hard not to think about that night. You came, Mia? I was kinda worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Wahaha! You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix? Go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care, huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. Law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means. We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Right in co-law offices. It's got a ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Aww. So cute. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wastin'. Okay, wait up. The end. Another chapter done. And now we're on to episode 3. A brand new episode has been added. Episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the pale moon and... I wasn't reading. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze about the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. Seeing hell, magic magister. Whoa! Yeah! The warrior's sword gleams and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright and Co. Law offices. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What about that surreal show you were watching? Oh, what was that surreal show you were watching? What, Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Huh? I'm only 17.
That's 17. See? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. I guess I'm the same age as Phoenix. That's kind of cool. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps, well, the Steel Samurai is over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright and law offices. How am I going to pay rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello? This is Phoenix? Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy in that show? Yes. They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Um, isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright and Co-Law offices. Maya's here watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on the suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume, and the samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes? Wright and Co. Law offices? What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right over there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Okay. Put on poster of an old movie. Should be his favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. His desk, actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scattered still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. Yeah. Okay. What to do? Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. How does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Okay. Let's move, I guess, then. October 16th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is this guy really him? What do you mean, this guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it murder. At least once, maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. Yeah, so great. I know, you're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no, oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I don't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I guess what they think of the Steel Samurai. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Sniff. Why? Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. First you were like, he did it. He definitely did it. Just based on his looks now. You're like, no, he's a good guy. Okay. Let's talk to him. What happened? If he could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to the Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around, and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Steel Samurai. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is? Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. Steel Samurai is the lead character of a popular kids show. He walks the old streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Sniff, wah. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo, who comes up with these names? Powers' alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5 and I was a little tired. So after lunch I took a nap in my dressing room. Then I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried over to the studio and found everybody looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. What will the kids think, Sniff? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios, I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Okay. Let's go to the studio. October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. Wow, this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there. You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that no gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and you came to snoop around. Today, something horrible happened. Wait, don't. You're going too fast, lady. Okay, she's done. Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know, it's possible. Hey, listen when you've been spoken to use today. Okay, let's talk to security then. The studios. So what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, I make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was Studio Dreams. Hammer was a big star back then too. He was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to plain villains now. Not exactly best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Willpowers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jackhammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do you know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person is the Jackhammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jackhammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a child's program. What more? I heard that they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Okay, reason for suspicion. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the morning to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. but Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. He can bet your biscuits on it. If it isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Okay, fine. Gonna examine the stuff I can, and then I'll go get the dumb letter. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching! Okay. The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday, only onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Seems to be it. Alright, let's go back to the detention center and ask for the letter. Hello, how is the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. That isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Sniff. Okay. Aren't you hiding anything from me, aren't you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said you were sleeping in the dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I don't really know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry, Sniff, but I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio? Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing about me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let you up. Never let up on you. Grr, she's got some nerve. Now you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Document proving Will Powers' request for an attorney. Powers' request added to the court record. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Alright. Here, lady. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think you would entrust his fate to use as such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps on the security guard station. Hey, not bad. So there's the main gate up here, ploy area, and then there's Studio 1 and 2, so we can check out the studios at least. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Guide map of global studios added to the court record. Okay. Can't talk to you anymore? Okay, let's get moving then. Outside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Okay. Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah, it's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know, Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So. Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal, it's all my fault. I can't blame other people if I wanted to. Wait, I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. Okay. Investigation. So, how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Autopsy report added to the court record. Time of death, October 15th at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierce through the chest by a spear. Okay. Reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At the time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think it's Will Powers, that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Security lady. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady, what a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? What? I showed her my badge and she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? He's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, Whenever somebody walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny for somebody with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go whenever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Okay. I want to examine stuff here. Hey, here's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went there. There's a number plate on the camera. That must be the camera ID number. I'm a little bit bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here? Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Studio mascot. Guess it's a monkey of some kind. Is it? I guess I can see, yeah. Yeah, I can see kind of the monkey shape. Very weird looking. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his right hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Took that tree down with it too. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like the tree fell down over the path. Oh yeah, that's... that way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Okay. Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jackhammer's body. Let's go and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Okay. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough. She doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied? Power is guilty yet. Urk. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell me about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are more important, you know? Oh, just to the left here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Hey Kayla, the stream's going great. Yeah, your messages are readable. This guard station is in a central position. No... Oh, thanks, just confirm. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, you see. Yeah, no, your messages were getting delivered. I just wasn't looking. I'm still getting used to looking at the chat every now and then. The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you. Gahaha, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Mr. Hammer. Uh, I don't use a webcam because I'm kind of just shy person and feel more comfortable with a VTuber model, but I also don't have enough plugins for both my keyboard and mouse and a webcam. When I start doing cosplay streams, though, I'll probably hook the webcam up and use the laptop keyboard instead of my actual keyboard instead. A VTuber, it's like a virtual model. It's what the cat is on the screen. People also call them virtual YouTubers. Yep. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Oh, you recently completed that. That's cool. I didn't start chapter 3 that long ago. I was finishing chapter 2 up at the start of stream. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Automatic camera. About the security camera. How long do you... I try to stream for about 3 hours. Sometimes I go longer or shorter depending on the game or when I feel like is a good time to end. But my average is about 3 hours. Oh yes, the camera. Yeah, I've been streaming for about like 2 hours, 13 minutes. I might go a bit longer today just because I have some extra time. It's automatic, it can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home too. Alright. Do you have anything? Might as well. What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. Side map. Okay. Nothing else to... Alright, I guess we'll get moving. Employee area. On-screen cat VTuber. Yeah, that's the VTuber model. It's just a free one I got off of VTube Studio. Actual proper VTuber models like the the popular VTubers have are usually like super expensive. October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Nick? This is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. I think if I do make... I would like a VTuber model of my own at some point. I just don't really have the funds for it now. But it's probably going to be something I work towards in the future. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Willpowers, it must be neat to be a star and have your own room like this. Door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe you can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean find? Maya can't take stuff. You never know, there might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon for crying out loud. Yeah, you can show me some examples if you want. Let's see, cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least. Wait, look, samurai soda. You have an Insta or Discord, then I can... Yeah, I have a Instagram. It's crimson underscore calico underscore cause, C-O-S. Nick, try this. Ladies first. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Okay. Guess we'll go into the dressing room. Alright. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Looks like somebody was sleeping here. Probably Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kinda dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among... Wait, there's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be funny to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one yourself. Little bit mean, Nick. Maybe cool down a bit. Medium and... Okay. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? She's a teenager. Teenagers kind of have endless bottomless pits of stomachs. Even some people my age in their 20s still eat like they have bottomless pits. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee keycard. That must be Power's. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean. Borrow. Card key added to the court record. Or anything else? I wonder what else is inside Power's bag. Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. Okay. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh. It's the story game. The Ace Attorney games? Yeah, they're story games. It's kind of like a visual novel, some little puzzles here and there. This is the wig he used in the Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No! And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I am kinda like the samurai movies. Kinda. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. I'm gonna go to Studio One. Oh, wait, I can't yet. Okay. Guess I'll go back there then. Did I not miss something? Okay. Let's see. Go back to the detention center. Ah, there you go. Apparently they have Mr. Powers in questioning. Right. Look, pal, that camera takes a picture automatically whenever somebody walks by. And it took a picture of Will Powers. I have to ask him about that photograph. Oh well, let's try again later. Okay, back to here, I guess. Can I go to the studio now? Entrance to Studio One. This is the studio where they found Jackhammer's body. Let's go and check it out. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room would work. Beep. It opened. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. What's the main... Oh, Phoenix Wright's the main character. He's a lawyer who just got out of lawyer school, and Maya's older sister, is kind of his trainer, I guess, in a way, but she ended up getting murdered in the first chapter. So now he's kind of on his own in a way, but also has me as little sister Maya, who's sticking around to help Phoenix and take care of him in Maya's words. So yeah, it's a very interesting game so far. October 16th, Studio One. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Uh, um, sorry, my partner is kind of, no, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with the props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Willpowers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Willpowers. WP, I get it. Don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Okay. Let's examine the rest of this area. Well, look at that camera. Okay. Yeah, so don't touch it. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain. Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo old Tokyo. Oh, right. Let's see. Guess we should check this out. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director or something. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Talk. Day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see? Only one assistant? Yeah. Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequence in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Okay, well, at least you can confirm that Will did enter his dressing room. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... Well, what kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation Powers alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about, a clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day just after noon, I sensed something was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe. No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if somebody had come in here, wouldn't that security lady had noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Sensing someone. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Yeah. Sounds like you're gonna have to go question the security lady again. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. What, you're still here? Really, you look as though you've seen a ghost. Assistant's claim. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that... Sorry. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure. As sure can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was somebody from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dared question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. She's not even a full-time employee. All you young'uns are like that nowadays, running your mouth to Mars, that new your thing, respecting elders, shame, grah. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her, looking over her shoulders. Sounds good. Time to look at that computer. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe you can see that photos of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try Yeah, try the computer. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, there's a lot of names. And having Maya and Mia is very confusing. Okay, let's give it a try. Actually, here, I can probably help by giving you this. So, the characters in this case so far: Maya, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, Will Powers, the security lady, Jackhammer, and the assistant. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It turns like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1? That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security. What was the number again? Let's do 703. Okay, there we go. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Yeah. Okay, let's go look at the camera again. $307. Got it. Try it. 307. There, entered. Let me check. Oh, that looks cool. I love the hair and the ears. Looks great so far. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. Yeah, you're welcome. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? No, that's the only one in the computer. Powers photo added to the court record. Maybe somebody erased the first photo. Because it can't say number 2 without there being 2 photos. Making it... Yeah, no, that's cool. I don't even know where to start making a VTuber model, so it's very cool to see. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said anyways. Let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was jokes. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really was that security lady. Okay. October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Okay, I think I'll play until the next save point, and then we'll end here for today. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call the most familiar-faced Detective Gumshoe to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See, this here is the studio employee area. The actors did a run-through of the action scene during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there are only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the employee staff were in the employee area until noon. That feels weird how there was only 3. I feel like there should be more people. Because isn't this like a big TV show sort of thing? Like, there should be more staff. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. I have a schedule of my streams on my Twitch About page. I also post the schedule on sometimes my Instagram story and then also Twitter. Have an idea to discuss if you can. Yeah, you can share your idea if you want. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again?
can't think of good. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear out of its court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? Just a moment. Hmm? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie. No need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seem Edgeworth has a bit of a trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbeg, jury. Oh, okay, she's going off again. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objections obtained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now the witness has stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And I get to the scene of the murder, somebody would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. What's with the comments? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyways, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, and because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant then? Just that. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run this morning. What errands? What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyways, I was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting, because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m. 2, you're sure? Sure as bet. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out our secret weapon. I'll say it again, I saw him. It was Powers. Are you sure? Because... I don't know. Shared on Insta. Okay. Alright. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyway, can plainly see that Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder... True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all your information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, Old Beg has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through and the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai, what a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? Kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Think I've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me, which is... Where's the Steel Samurai's costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is pretty clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We kept talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the real Sam. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else, not caught on camera, could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove your doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The time of the poem 22:30. Person. Only person I saw go was Will Powers. No one else went there. Had I would have seen them. Are you sure? Witness has answered the question. Anyone going to the studio passed by? That's right, Sonny. You left him here, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you mean what? Know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Phoenix! uh... Hmm. Well, powers. No one else went there. Need to show the picture again or something? Of course. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit of at the end where it says photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be number 1 if it really is the only photo? Old Big. No, the judge is the judge. Old Big is I don't know. The Old Big is just wanting to take control of things, I think. Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only somebody with access, the security lady herself. Eh! You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand. There's new fangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Huh? But believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Well, some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Mr. Oldbig? That's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, somebody other than Steel Samurai? Or, well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Sigh, I see. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first time I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, it's only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but kind of expected this. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security camera and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing one photo. Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased? A fanboy? Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. Old Beg, it sounds like you're kind of a fanboy. Since you've been sneaking into rehearsals leaving your position. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one else could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Oh my god. The grate has been loose for a while. Why has nobody tightened it then? It leads outside and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So in the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on your way to the studios that day. Her job is yeah, I'm guessing she's probably gonna get fired after this. She was not doing her job very well. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade, I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I don't pay much mind to him. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information, and no forging vital information this time. October 18th, 11 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. How many chapters you cover on this game? I played the first chapter, which was more just a tutorial chapter, and then I played the 2nd chapter and finished that earlier today, and now I'm on chapter 3. Mr. Powers, yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio, I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in this security photo? How should I know? Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
Wait, what? You should take better care of your stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. Sniff. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are you going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Sigh. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who could have committed this crime. I call for the verdict of guilty for the defendant of Mr. Willpowers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order, interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse somebody who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? Grade school boy? Boy. Wait, can't explain. Oh, fine. Okay. I'm gonna try. Let's try the assistant girl this time. You may have some. Alright, bye, Kayla. It was the assistant. The steel samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the steel samurai. So you're saying the steel samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got some guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the steel samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh. Have a feeling. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Powers had... Oh, right. She didn't know about the injury. Dang it. Okay, well then we have to go with Old Bag. Dang it. Okay. I should have just gone with my gut because I was thinking security lady at first, but then I'm like, no, she said she was at the spot from like 2 to 5, and yeah, but then again, I guess nobody can really confirm that. It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture.
That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbeg. What? Whippersnapper? Order, order. Is this true, Oldbeg? Oldbeg? That's Miss Oldbeg to you. Miss Oldbeg was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself, in other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her position to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through all the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in the costume, she could point the fingers at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent detective reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. Isn't that the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection or some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Yeah, might as well. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbeg's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Winbeg is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, and you said 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. But when I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds top. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, is it be nice to the kids? I mean, to your elders, Dave Whippersnapper? Oh, and mean to your elders, Dave Whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. With duct tape. Oh, this? The scene of the murder, as we know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag speechless. This has got to be the first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something Oldbeg, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbeg before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree, I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. The Windbeg wants to talk. Miss Oldbeg, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not too long ago. Oh, by whom? Oh, not to talk.
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Oh my god, I knew there was gonna be more people. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay. Quiet about something. Something they... Oh, some other people. There we go. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starter. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of the action scene without a director? I was saying the same exact thing. Like, you guys are not thinking. Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... might as well. Try and get more information out of it. So, they were actually in the studio? Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. Grumble. I'll kill this woman and swear. I feel bad for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one. But if you're going to accuse me, I'm not gonna let them away scot-free. Just pretend nothing to do with it. Miss Oldbeg, this is a trial for murder. I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Yeah. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet all we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbeg, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned. October 18th, 1:04 p.m., District Court Defendant Lobby Number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It was nothing. Grin. Or Oh, or should I sniff? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her actually, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag, I feel kinda sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Sniff. To be continued. Alright, that should be all for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys all, just a moment. J. I'll see you guys all tomorrow when we play some more Ace Attorney and hopefully finish the third chapter. So tune in if you want to know who killed the magic magistrate. And yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys all tomorrow. So bye.